Hey everybody, how's it going? So we're going to get to work on yet another MacBook. Here we have an A1466 that has no power. Let's open it up and try and figure out why it has no power, and see if we can make it work again. Here we have my assistant Erica, who will be getting me some magnets from the front because I ran out.
What kind of magnets?
Circle magnets.
Okay, circle magnets?
Yes, ma'am. Alright, it looks like we're taking 14 milliamps, but not turning on. Interesting. Let's open this thing up and see why it's taking 14 milliamps and not turning on. What's your thought on rights repair coming to the EU? I don't know. I'm conflicted. It's like I had all these dreams about being able to get access to chips and schematics and stuff, and they're all focused on, we want you to use this type of port to charge an iPhone. It's like, that's not what I give a fuck about. I don't care. Company wants to use USB-C, let them use USB-C. If they want to use Lightning, let them use Lightning. If they want to make up some random port, let them use it. Doesn't get me one step closer to what I care about. But I haven't read the whole bill. Okay, so still nothing. So what we're going to do on this board here to see why it's not turning on and why it's only taking 13 at 24 milliamps is measure the voltage on PP342 and see if that's present. But the multimeter's not on because Lewis is half asleep. Okay, that's interesting. That's 3.4 volts. Let's see, is the SMC turning on? The SMC reset signal is 0.8. Okay, so we got something to start with here. Let's take a look at the SMC reset chip. Alright, he got it. Awesome.
100.
Now, I'm removing the SMC reset chip to see if SMC reset is still low when this is done. You can see that the MacBook is bleeding on the left side. See that? That's bleeding MacBook right there. Now, if SMC reset is high, that's going to mean that the chip was bad. So we're going to measure the SMC reset circuit. I've got this barcode scanner I want to fix, no schematics. How much was the barcode scanner? 0.5, same thing. That's some Paul Daniels software right there. We have corrosion near the SMC. I'm going to give the SMC a good reflow. I'm going to give Paul Daniels a good reflow. Bring back crotch cam. You know, it'd be different if it was a female asking for crotch cam.
Alex could be a female name.
I don't believe it.
Alexandra?
I don't believe it.
Just wait, there's going to be female names next time popping up. Bring back crotch cam with a kissy face.
I don't buy it. Sonny, what? Alright, I'm going to give this SMC the reflow of a lifetime. You all ready? Okay, that's just creepy. I know you're a dude. And you're and you're somebody that I employed. Fucks.
Look, seems like your female viewership has gone up.
That's not a female. That's a Kopaz.
this way, people are gonna troll you. They're gonna start making female accounts, and you're like, wow, I have 75% female all of a sudden.
You know what would make this easier is if I just use my iron without this bent nozzle. Yes. Just like this. Can't see anything with the shit camera angle, but what are you gonna do? See, I'm have the iron directly over the chip, just like this. No nozzle. I don't need no nozzle.
Elsevier says we should all go on YouTube settings and make ourselves female.
Marie, I'm not making a silent stranger. I just want to get rid of the bad sounding reflections. They're going in the front of the store, middle of the store, my office.
All over the store.
I'm working in a place that's nice and quiet. All right. SMC has been rehotted. Oh no. K is a broker. Oh, cool. I'll check him out. That sounds very interesting.
I was hoping the camera repair person would say, oh, this specific part broke, so we replaced it.
They gave me a sheet. I didn't even look at it.
Oh.
I didn't care. I was just happy to have my toy back. That sounds really cool, Donald. I'm excited. Yeah, you guys have all got me excited for that polarizing filter to come in tomorrow. I can't wait to see what the video looks like with it. Alright. Now let's see if we get a fan spin on this thing. You think we get fan spin? Show me a fan spin. $500 milliamps, fan spin. Alright, so let's go over what was wrong with this board. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go over what's wrong with this board. I'm not going to go over what was wrong with it. Erica, explain everybody what was wrong with this board.
Something.
What was wrong with the board? What was wrong with the board?
I don't know. You went ahead and did some things.
What did I do and why did I do it?
Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. I was paying attention to chat. What? I was reading the insightful comments where people were saying things like Erica doesn't understand tech, so when he talks tech, she just goes, oh. Which is true.
Alright, so
You see
let's...
that he died a little inside.
So let's go over this on the schematic and the board view. So we did not get a green light in the charger. Now, in order to get a green light in the charger, I need the system management controller to be working, and I also need the one-wire circuit to work. The one-wire circuit is what allows the system management controller to speak to the charger. And the SMC is the actual chip that's going to do the speaking to the charger. But that entire circuit, the one-wire circuit itself and the system management controller, are powered off of the 3.42 volt line. I checked the board, and I saw that the 3.42 volt line was present. The next thing I'm interested in doing is seeing if the SMC turns on. And there are enable pins on many of the chips that will tell you if it's being told to turn on, because you can't blame a chip if it's not being told to turn on. And for the SMC, that is going to be a reset signal. So you know how your desktop computer has a reset button on it? If you tap the reset button, the computer will reset. However, if you hold the reset button down, the computer will stay on, the fans will be spinning, but it never posts. You just have a black screen and it doesn't do anything because it's in reset mode. The same is true for the system management controller. You have a signal called reset. And as long as reset is present, and it's going to be present when it's low, that's what the underscore L is for here, by the way. Anytime you see a signal ending in underscore L, that means this signal is going to be present when it's low voltage, like 0 volts, and it's present when it is at the pull-up resistor voltage, which over here it's pulled up by PP3V42, which is a 3.42 volt power line, which means that it's going to be pulled up to 3.42 volts, meaning it's not present when it's 3.42 volts, It's present when it's 0 volts. So that signal was 0.5 volts, which meant that the SMC was not turning on, right, girl?
Yeah.
Exactly. So since that signal was not present, it means the SMC was not turning on, and the SMC is what's required for the machine to work. So there are two possibilities. The first could be, got to see what SMC reset L goes to, right, Erica?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So SMC reset L goes to the JTAG connector, which had no corrosion, ISL 6259, which had no corrosion. It's a chip that is responsible for lowering it, which had a little corrosion, and the SMC, which didn't really have much corrosion. There was corrosion up here, but not over here. So what I did was, first thing I do is remove the chip, because the only thing that's really able to pull this down is either the SMC or the chip. And the SMC reset L chip, even after I removed it, I had 0.5 volts or 0.8 volts in SMC reset, so that wasn't it. So that meant that it was the SMC. Either the SMC was electrically failed within, and that was causing it to pull SMC reset L to ground, or there was corrosion under the chip that was kind of sliding it over to ground or another signal. And luckily, the second happened to be the case. I put some Amtech Flux onto the board, which you can buy at store.rossmangroup.com. And I reflowed it with my quick hot air rework station. And now, as you can see, we have the holy grail of MacBook, which is fan spin. Now, the thing to keep in mind here is that there's a reason for everything. So why do you even need a reset circuit for the SMC? That's also a great question. So this resistor over here, so you have PP3V42_G3 hot. We're just going to put this in a full screen. You have PP3V42_G3 hot, and this resistor pulls it up, so that's 3.3 volts all the time, meaning the reset's not going to be present, which will allow the SMC to turn on and work. Why would you ever want reset to be present if reset means the chip's not going to work? Good question. The SMC is powered off of the same power rail, PP3V42_G3 hot. PP3V42_G3 hot is the first power rail that turns on in the machine. And since it's the first power rail that turns on, it's not going to be steady. It's not going to be perfect immediately. It's going to take, maybe a quarter of a second or two to be exactly 3.42 rather than being 5 or 3 or 2. And if the SMC tries to boot before it has a perfectly steady 3.42 volts, it's going to crash. So what this chip does is it says, let's make sure that the SMC doesn't try to turn on for about a quarter of a second, and then it turns on. That's why you'll notice if you're using an Apple OEM charger and you plug it in, that the light takes about a quarter of a second to turn on. But if you use some knockoff piece of shit charger, it just turns on immediately. Because the knockoff charger doesn't care if it's getting communication from the SMC. It's just going to turn on anyway because it's a knockoff $18 piece of shit that you got off Amazon. This is going to allow the SMC to only turn on once 3.42 volts is stabilized. So the U5100 chip, this SN0903-049, which by the way is available at store.rossmangroup.com, is going to serve as a brownout detector. It's only going to have SMC reset L go away. It's only going to have the reset signal go away after about a quarter of a second has passed. So Erica, please explain in your own words what was wrong with this board and how we fixed it.
Oh wait, this thing. Okay. So the way it was fixed, long story short, is Lewis fixed it and it works now and there's fan spin and it's a good thing. There, I gave the very short answer. That's how it got fixed. It didn't just magically fix itself. What do you think?
What is the purpose of the SMC reset L signal, and why would there be a reset signal in the path?
The purpose of it is to break, so people have to go ahead and fix their own MacBooks, or you have to fix it for them.
What does the _L mean at the end of the SMC reset signal?
_L?
Yes. What does it stand for?
The L, I'm trying to think.
What does the _L stand for in the SMC reset L signal?
I feel like I jumped into like a Calc 3 class when I'm not even qualified to do Calc 1. That actually happened to me, one time in college. I took a class that was way beyond my skill set. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know.
What's the first power roll that turns on in a MacBook Air?
Can I phone a friend? Can I ask chat? Oh crap! You minimized chat. I can't see chat. I don't know.
I'm over this. We're done.
All right, that's it for today. And as always, I hope that you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. If you want to learn how to fix a MacBook, you can go to youtube.com/Rossman Group. And if you watch the videos, which is more than I can say for my girlfriend, you might actually learn something.
Wait, I didn't watch the beginning though. I didn't see the intro videos about, the basic terminology. What? It's true.
We're done.